Two-Face here, back with another reaction video. This time I'm reacting to Scary Childhood Stories That Turned Out to Be Real by Matthew Santoro. The link to the original video will be in the description down below. Please subscribe to Matthew Santoro. He does great videos, and show him all the support you can, and let's see what he's got for us in this. This ought to be interesting.
Scary children's stories. We were all told them as kids. But as we grew up, we realized that we were just kids telling fictional stories. They couldn't possibly have any truth to them, right? Some of the creepiest stories that we were told as kids were actually based on real events.
Okay.
Prepare to lose some sleep.
Judging by the thumbnail, I did see like Slenderman and
Here are 10 scary childhood stories.
I love the editing in these videos.
Real.
It's so awesome.
Number 10 is Faceless Charlie.
I haven't heard of this one though, but
where children live, stories will sprout about haunted locations, terrifying creatures, and dangerous stalkers prowling creepy local spots. One such story is that of Faceless Charlie. The story has been told repeatedly to children in the Pittsburgh area. There's an abandoned railroad tunnel where it's said a terrifying creature of the night lives. His name is Faceless Charlie because it's as though his skin has been torn from his skull. Though this story is still told to children, historians have discovered that Faceless Charlie was a very real man. His real name was Raymond Robinson, and in 1918 he had a terrible accident with a power line which removed most of his face. He would walk at night to avoid the cruel insults of his peers. So therefore, who was the real monster?
Good point. Who was the real monster?
The Bunny Man.
The Bunny Man. It's another one I definitely didn't hear of.
In Fairfax County, there's a story which has been told time and time again to young children in order to give them a good scare. It involves a bus full of violent psychiatric patients crashing one day. The patients escaped, and all but one of them was eventually caught by local law enforcement. To this day, kids are told about the Bunny Man, the surviving patient who kills rabbits and hangs them from local bridges. Disturbingly, the truth is that the Bunny Man is a real person. The Bunny Man was an unknown male who dressed up in a bunny suit in the 70s and threw an axe at young people who were driving past him at night. Other incidents occurred, but the man was never caught, and so his creepy story became legend. The question is he still out there? Number 8 is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, I've heard of this. I think this had a really messed up origins, but
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is one of the most famous children's stories of all time. It's been told and retold for darker than years, and it was most famously made into a film by Walt Disney. The original story had some frightening elements, including making the evil stepmother dance while wearing red-hot iron slippers until she dies. However, the original story was based on a real event, one which ends badly for Snow White herself. Her real name was Margaretha von Waldeck, and she lived in what's now modern-day Germany in the 16th century. Margaretha fell in love with the heir to the Spanish throne. At the age of just 21, she died mysteriously, with many believing that she was murdered by those who objected to the relationship. Suspects even included her own father and stepmother, as well as the King of Spain himself.
Wow. That part I didn't hear.
The Puebla tunnels.
Wow. The Puebla tunnels.
In the Mexican city of Puebla, children would exchange stories to scare each other as much as possible. This is common of children everywhere. But one story, which was specific to the area surrounding the Puebla tunnels, has many people shook. The story says that deep beneath the city lay a vast labyrinth of winding tunnels. Anyone who found them would never be seen or heard from again. Some rumors suggested that these missing people encountered something inside the tunnels which was less than human. Most considered this an urban legend, but in 2015, a large system of tunnels at least 500 years old was found just where the story suggested. It's thought that the memory of the tunnels was kept alive by the children, passing the legend from generation to generation. Whether something hideous lives down there, however, is another story.
That is quite unnerving.
Number 6 is The Man in the Attic.
Okay.
The Man in the Attic has a number of names, but it's essentially the same tale told to and by kids.
God, that picture is nightmare fuel.
In the story, a family lives in their home believing it to be a safe environment. However, strange things start happening. Objects go missing. Other belongings appear in unusual places. And all the while, an occasional creaking noise can be heard from the attic. Something the family believe is caused by bats or the house being old. But the truth is that there's a man hiding in the attic, and when he finally decides to, he kills the family in their beds at night. This terrifying childhood story is based on the infamous Hinterkaifeck murders. No one ever identified the killer, and who knows if there are any copycats out there.
Wouldn't surprise me if there were.
Number 5 are killer clowns.
Oh god.
Clowns
this has to
were
be true.
Originally envisaged as figures of fun, covered in face paint and wearing wacky clothing, but over the last few decades, the clown has become more dangerous. As a clown is predominantly a character created to entertain children, it's interesting then how that same character has slowly become a predator of children in fiction and stories shared among kids. From Pennywise the Clown to Sideshow Bob, clowns have become vengeful against the children that they are supposed to entertain. But murderous clowns are not just the domain of fiction or urban legend. Serial killer John Wayne Gacy.
I've heard of that. I've heard of him.
In recent years, the craze where strange individuals have been dressing as clowns and frightening people at night continues to spread. So perhaps our distrust of clowns has become more than justified.
Yeah.
Number 4 is the Pied Piper.
The Pied Piper of Hamelin. That's a story I haven't heard for years.
The Pied Piper is one of the most enduring children's tales of all time. A talented piper was hired to play a tune on his instrument, which attracted all the rats from a town. He then led them away. When the mayor of the town decided not to pay the piper, the song was played again. But this time, it was the children of the town who were led away. In some versions of the story, the piper murdered those children. In the town of Hamelin, there were memorials created to the tragic event going back to the 14th century. Stained glass windows showed the piper leading the children away from the town. And in a written document, a town chronicle wrote in 1384, "It is 100 years since our children left." Various theories about who the piper was and what actually happened exist, but historians agree that it was a real event now obscured by time.
Wow. That's why you should always pay the piper.
Number 3 is the Dog Boy.
Okay. This is going to be something like a werewolf.
Story isn't just a legend
that was a bit...
It's real, and children were
that picture's a bit unnerving.
From him for a time. The Dog Boy legend is told in Arkansas to frighten children. In it, a werewolf-like dogman preys on those living in the town of Quitman. He tortures and eats animals as well as anyone who crosses his path. Bizarrely, this story is based in actual fact. During the 1950s and 60s, a boy named Gerald Venice would catch animals and perform horrific experiments on them. He had an unkempt appearance, and after his father died under suspicious circumstances, Gerald held his mother captive. After he was finally caught, Gerald went to prison and died there. And slowly, the real evils of Gerald Venice morphed into the tale of the Dog Boy stalking the countryside at night.
Jeez.
Number 2 are the Alice Killings.
Okay. Does this sound like a Mad Hatter sort of thing?
In Japan often tell the story of the Alice Killings. The story is that there have been a large number of murders across Japan between 1999 and 2005.
Wow.
In the story, the victims bear no relation to each other and are seemingly killed at random. This puts everyone at risk. Furthermore, a playing card is left at each death scene, and the name Alice is left written in blood. The legend was largely immortalized in the creepypasta story a few years ago. Through internet urban legend, the story has become extremely popular in Japan as a way for kids to terrify each other. What's most creepy about it, however, is that this is based on a real case. Serial killer Alfredo Galan Sotelo murdered 6 people in Spain in 2003. He would wish each victim good morning before shooting them and then leave a playing card with the body. And number 1 is Hansel and Gretel.
Oh, I've heard. I'm pretty sure loads of people have heard of this.
One of the most famous children's stories of any time is Hansel and Gretel. The story is still told to children to this day. It follows a brother and sister who are abandoned by their father and stepmother in a forest because a famine has struck and they cannot feed their children. The children then stumble upon a cottage made of gingerbread and are kidnapped by a cannibal witch. The story ends up with the children trapping the witch in her oven and burning her alive. Unfortunately, Hansel and Gretel is based on a real event. During the Great Famine, which struck Europe between 1315 and 1317, there are historical accounts of parents abandoning their children in forests because they could not feed them. Worse still, cannibalism did occur, and so many believe the witch in Hansel and Gretel was a very real eater of children at that time.
Ooh. And that'll do it. Wow.
Scary children.
Wow. They were some unnerving tales. Ooh. That's just hard to comprehend how some of these stories that were, just basic, scary stories of frightening you as a child, but then find out they're based on real events. It makes it even more unnerving. But again, this is another great video by Matthew Santoro. If you like this reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe. The link to the original video will be in the description down below, and I'll upload more videos as soon as possible.